Hello everyone, I'm Stuart from Stuart's Gardens in Simonstown, just outside of Cape Town. I've had a hectic time and have not had time to look after my plants, and they've run away from me. They've developed intensive foliage and they're already fruiting, and I've missed several crucial pruning steps. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to bring under control an overgrown tomato bed without stress and without losing fruit. I'll also show you the difference between pruning independent and determinate tomato plants at this fruiting stage and why they behave so differently. Finally, I'll cover watering and fertilization, because once plants get to the fruiting stage, their needs change dramatically. This is what 10 days of neglect look like in peak tomato season. Tomatoes grow extraordinarily fast when temperatures rise and light levels increase. Each leaf acts like a little solar panel, producing sugars through photosynthesis. When light, warmth, water and nutrients are all available, the plant converts that energy into explosive foliage growth. The downside is that overcrowded foliage traps humidity, blocks airflow, reduces gas exchange, and increases the risk of fungal disease. Step 1 is removing excess foliage, but gently. Start by removing all leaves touching the soil. These are high-risk points for fungal spores. Next, open the interior canopy by removing a few strategic leaves between the plants. This improves gas exchange and allows sunlight to reach the developing fruit. Never remove more than 20 to 25% of foliage in one go. Think of each leaf as a factory producing sugar. The plant needs these sugars to grow and ripen fruit. Oxheart and Moneymaker tomatoes are indeterminate tomato plants. Indeterminate plants grow continuously all season. They produce flowers and fruit along the vine. They must be pruned regularly, especially suckers, and trellising is essential to manage height and weight. Most suckers must be removed, although 2 or 3 can be left to increase fruit yield. The reason for this is that indeterminate plants lack the growth-stopping gene, so they keep sending hormones and nutrients into new growing tips. If unpruned, they become a jungle of competing stems. Pruning channels energy into fruit instead of excess foliage. These Oxheart tomatoes were planted later and they are already producing fruit, but they need pruning. Floridade and Roma tomatoes are determinate plants. Determinate plants grow to a fixed height. They flower and fruit over a short window. They should only be lightly pruned. Removing too much foliage reduces yield. You mainly remove diseased or soil level leaves. The reason for this is that determinate tomatoes have a genetic stop signal in their stem tips. Once the signal is triggered, growth slows and the plant focuses on ripening fruit. Heavy pruning interferes with this process. I planted these smaller Roma plants in the front 6 weeks later, so that when the older plants die, these will take over. Once tomatoes start fruiting, their water needs need to be stabilized. The aim is consistent moisture, never soaked, never blow dry. Irregular watering causes blossom end rot, fruit cracking and stress. I use drip lines from the beehive water system. Because it is very hot in Cape Town in summer, I set the timer to provide 4 minutes of watering at 6 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon and 5 in the evening. Cherry tomatoes are slightly different. Most cherry tomatoes are indeterminate, meaning that they grow as vines and keep producing throughout the season. However, they benefit significantly from regular pruning, but not as aggressively as large fruited varieties. The aim is airflow tight and manageable growth, not stripping them bare. On cherry tomatoes, you don't have to remove all the suckers, because cherry tomatoes love vigor. If you remove every sucker, you'll reduce total yield. Keeping 2 stems gives you excellent production without chaos. At the fruiting stage, tomatoes shift from nitrogen needs to potassium needs, because nitrogen builds leaves and stems, but potassium controls fruit development, sugar movement, and disease resistance. Boost potassium once a fruit has set, and provide a liquid feed fertilizer every 7 to 10 days with an NPK of 3 to 1 to 5. So that's today's rescue mission. Even if your tomatoes have become overgrown, you can recover them with a bit of smart pruning, proper trellising, and a balance of water and nutrients. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you in the garden.